Rico scary. So did y'all see that? But hey, y'all, welcome back to another review of Life at Chesapeake General Hospital, November 15, 2024. Okay, y'all. So first thing first, let me know y'all thoughts on today's episode down below. Look. Rick gonna say something. You want to hit me, don't you? That's what he told Jason. Jason said, "Who does it?" I said, "Right." I said, "Exactly." Then he gonna try to provoke Jason. He gonna get all in his face. He over here mentioning Sam. First he was mentioning Danny and stuff. Then Jason acted like he was gonna hit him. He jumping and stuff. I said, "Not you flinching. Not you trying to provoke him. Then you flinching and stuff. Scary self." Yeah, he wanted a reaction real bad. But my thing though is why I'm confused though. Was Nina the one that called Rick, or did Drew? Because he was like, "I'm glad you're here," or whatever. And I was like, did she call? Because I thought you said you didn't want the call, so nobody involved. I mean, he ain't a call, he a lawyer, a crooked lawyer at that. But okay, y'all. I guess we can start with Sonny and Lucky. So Lucky ended up stopping by the gym or whatever so they could talk. He needed advice about whether. I said, they need to find a new storyline for Lucky. Y'all know that? Because every time we see him, he talking about leaving town. I said, give him another storyline. If he gonna stick around, give him another storyline. I think Sonny was on the phone with somebody trying to get Lucky a position or a job or something like that. I said, why didn't he just go back to, if he ends up staying, why can't he go back to, wasn't he working as like a detective or something like that? I said, yeah, why he can't just do that if he decides to stay? But yeah, every time we see him, he talking about leaving town. Then Terry over here trying to convince Elizabeth to tell Lucky how she feels, because it sounds like she want him back. She want him to stick around or whatever, but we'll see. But yeah, that's all Sonny and Lucky was talking about, him staying, should he stay or whatever. And then he was talking about some work or whatever, and he said he wanted to be legitimate, because Sonny ain't legitimate. Even though he stays saying he is, talking about that doggone coffee. But who else we got? Jordan and Elizabeth, then Jordan and Isaiah. Well, we might as well combine Jordan, Elizabeth, Isaiah, and Dr. Terry. So Jordan and Elizabeth were just talking about Laura and how she's handling, Lulu's recovery, as well as Sam. What happened to Sam? Sam's funeral tomorrow, y'all. I said, oh my goodness. Y'all know they said, allegedly, that the person that actually was responsible for Sam's passing is going to be there. Now, I don't know who it's going to be, but that's what they say. We'll see, though, on tomorrow's episode, I guess. But yeah, Jordan and Elizabeth was talking about Laura, Sam, and everything. Isaiah went into Dr. Terry's office, and that's when Dr. Terry ended up revealing that they want to hire him. And he seemed like he wasn't going to take it at first. He ends up telling Lucky, well, he talked to Jordan first. He talked to Jordan, and she was trying to convince him to take the job, and basically his skills would be needed and useful to have at the hospital or whatever. So it looked like he's accepting. Because when Lucky came, he ends up talking to him. And he was saying that first he was going to ask if he wanted to come back to Africa with him. I was about to say, take him. Please take him. Nah. Because Lucky, every time we see him, he talk about leaving town. I said, go on then. Just go. Go at this point. But I don't know. Like, hopefully he gets a new storyline. Who is he talking to on tomorrow's episode? Look like he was saying, do I know you or something like that? But he could just be saying that sarcastically or whatever. And then Felicia was talking about Holly and Robert leaving town. So I guess they don't know that Robert chose to leave town to go with her. Then they said that he's going to be back. Holly may not be back, but he's gonna be back, so we'll see, y'all. But based on their conversation, Felicia happy that they left town together. Meanwhile, Anna isn't, and they keep speaking on. They was talking about how they feel sorry for Sasha because both of her parents are gone and she hasn't had anybody. But then Felicia was saying she's not alone anymore. She got Maxie, she got her, she got Mac, she got the kids, she got everybody now. And I said that's good, but at the same time, why introduce this storyline? Then y'all leave town, y'all don't spend no time with this lady. And not to mention, I've seen a lot of people pointing out that they brought Holly back to ruin Cody and Sasha just to have these folks leave town. Robert ain't spend no time with Sasha. Holly ain't spend no time. I said, you know what? You're right. They brought them up. Why? I think it was for the sake of Sasha and Michael getting together. And then the whole scene where Sasha was at the hospital and she was like, she thinks she'll skip out on the x-rays and everything. Do y'all think they really gonna go with the pregnancy storyline for both of them, Sasha and Willow? We'll see. So that's why they had Christina see his knuckles or whatever. She told Carly. Carly came up there trying to question him. He actually didn't tell. I guess he didn't tell for the sake of Michael or whatever. Let him tell when he get ready. I said, I'm shocked that she don't know. I said she would have had a different reaction if she knew what it was about. But the crazy part about it, though, is Drew was going off on her and everything about, oh, you always looking out for Jason and all this other stuff. And I said, but I see you ain't tell her why. But then he did ask her. He was like, do you want to know why he attacked me or whatever? And she was like, no, that's between y'all. I said, but you still didn't tell, though. Tell that. Tell about the kiss. She gonna find out anyway, but you still ain't tell about the other part either. It wasn't just one kiss. It was 2 kisses. Then you slept with her. But he gonna tell Rick. This crooked dude. You gonna tell Rick. But yeah, then Rick gonna take photos. I said, why would y'all call him anyways? If you didn't want to press charges. Then he took photos. He won't Drew to press charges, y'all. But yeah, Carla was trying to get information out of Jason. He didn't tell her nothing. He was saying that Drew guy was coming to him. He deserved it or whatever. And I like that Carla was like, Jason just don't do stuff like this out the spur of the moment or whatever, out the blue. It's usually a reason, a good reason for stuff like that. But she was telling him, I said, look at Carla being the voice of reason. I said, Carly being the voice of reason? But yeah, do y'all think it would have been differently if she knew why he went and put them hands in Drew's life? But yeah, Carla was being the voice of reason. She says you got into a fight with Drew, with Danny and Scout right upstairs. And I said, you know what? She right. She right. But I'm so glad that he didn't let Rick, dog it, what's the word I'm looking for? It's not manipulate, but it's kind of a good word. I can't think of the word. Golly. I don't know. But y'all know what I'm trying to say. But yeah, she was like, she gonna go fix his man. She got mad because he wouldn't tell or whatever. So she goes to talk to Drew. Drew knew out the gate. I know why you here. He like, basically cut the crap. I know why you here to protect Jason. You always protect Jason. That's why I ended things. Because you this and that over Jason and da da da. I said, you know what, Drew? You very intimidated by Jason, I see. I said, every time. I said, the fact that you broke up with her anyways. I mean, he right, though. She would have always chose Jason. I got to backtrack. I didn't talk about Drew and Rick first before I talked about Carly and Drew. So Rick came in and he was like, I'm glad you're here or something like that. So I'm like, he changed his mind? He about to press charges or what? Like, I'm confused. He wanted him to do a deal talking about some, I won't press charges if you agree not to say anything. Rick went over to Jason talking about something. He want him to sign an NDA or whatever. And Jason was like, I'm not putting my name on anything. I said, exactly, because first of all, it's Rick. I wouldn't trust nothing he draw up. Then Drew lately, I wouldn't trust him either. I said, the way you been acting lately, nah, because why you sit up here and playing Carla's face like that, knowing you don't sleep with her son's wife and kiss her? I said, you know what? I'm surprised this hasn't been the talk of the town. Oh, another thing. On the previous show, Maxie talking to somebody, and it sounded like she said she not going to let somebody get away with something. I said, so who is she talking to? Do y'all think she talking to Drew about Nina and Willow or what? But yeah, she talking to somebody. But yeah, Rick steady was trying to get him to press charge. He was like, no, he don't want the police involved and whatever. And they was talking about the kids and all this other stuff. He was like, no, he said he want to protect Willow or whatever. He told about the kisses or whatever. But then he ends up revealing that he slept with Willow. And basically Rick knew it was more to the story or whatever. So at first he was like, no, I ain't going to do that. If you're not going to press charges, why am I here? But then he goes over there. He was trying to provoke the mess out of Jason. But Jason didn't fall for it. He definitely didn't. I still say Michael should have been the one to hit Drew. And Jason should have stayed out of it. Because I feel like they definitely going to use that down the line against him. But I've been trying to figure out, Drew been running around trying to keep everybody quiet about this. I said he really don't want people to know, because the more they get to talking, the more they going to get to revealing stuff. And everything going to start to make sense. That it's more to the story. Because one person going to have this little piece of information, basically got all the details, except that Willow and Drew slept together. That's the only thing she don't know as of right now. But it's Maxie. She'll find out eventually. But yeah, I was like, yeah, he just don't want that to get out or get back to Willow. That's what it is. But yeah, I'm ready for her to find out because I want to see her face. I want to see what she say. But yeah, that's it, y'all. Let me know y'all thoughts on this episode down below. Stay tuned for the next review. Until next time, deuces. Have a great rest of the day and be safe. Oh, and a great weekend.